We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set, go.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Wilson. Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Wilson will throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, go.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
But we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Okay, ready? Head to 60, head to 60. Ready?
Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 56 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Will Lutz on for the point after. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now they'll audible to something else.
All right, fellas, listen up. Out.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now Tua going to change the play. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. In motion, Hill. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
32 stinger.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so. They'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. With Nick Bonito not letting him escape there, he was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Come on, 2.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Watch it, Oscar. 20, TX.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 2.
Ready. Hey, turbo 1. 21G.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 48 yards. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the gun, it's Tua. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10.
All right. Turbo 1, high. Hey, turbo 2. Turbo 2. Turbo 2.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 8. Scat.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
Here's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Ready? Go.
Here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Hunter.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Achane gets it from the gun. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touch. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Come on, two. Out.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Come on, three, kick.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Achane. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
21G. All right, fellas.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Hey, 21G.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fighting his way through contact. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go with Williams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Good save. Go ahead.
On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two. Turbo one, high. Turbo one, high. Turbo one.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A give, running right, Achane. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Welcome back now to Denver. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the 4th quarter now. Sanders' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there in.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Come on. Set.
Mims in motion left. To throw is Wilson. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Wilson changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Washington now brings this out. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Buffalo. This taken just shy of the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Look out!
On the ground, this is James Cook. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
What's that?
Play action. It's Allen. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Throwing to begin, it's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go!
Wilson now, off the bootleg. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now!
Again, Wilson. Now he'll run.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
from the gun on third down. Wilson. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Here we go. Set. 72.
They go play action with Wilson. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Now Wilson on first down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing is Allen. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That's going to be caught.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one caught Devon Vele. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. One back the distance. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on first and 10. RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2 minutes to go here. till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw again is Wilson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Let's go. 60-6, go.
Play action. It's Wilson. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The second defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Trap 60.
On first down, Wilson. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Extra point try by Bass. It's up and through. And the Bills move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send Sutton in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Third and 6.
19 Tigers.
Mims sent in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Broncos.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. On the return, here's Mims. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off, it's DeMar Hamlin. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. It's a gain of 43 yards. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Once again, it's Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 2. Now Allen. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside. Line, you're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He connects with Mims. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Wilson. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Wilson will throw again. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll try and throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bills have got it inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills keep rolling right along. 38-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Third and 5. Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's Cook. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Now Allen and his offense preparing to go for two.
Look out!
Here's a designed run, and they continue to pour it on into the end zone, tack on 2 more points. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll air one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got it into the hands of Mims. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing again, Wilson. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Let's go.
To throw again is Wilson. A toss left side caught by his running back. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Again, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be third down.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
On the set.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
So Wilson and the Broncos will go for 2. Mims sent in motion here. Now Wilson. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll throw on first down with Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Allen. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. And right away you can point to the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And off we go from Denver. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. That's caught by Munn. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
60 Eagle. Shut up.
After the interception, here's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. This quick pass complete to Sutton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw again is Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Ready.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Darnold. This one swung out here to Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of the timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He exited the pocket. Improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now Wilson wants a different look. Off play action. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation.
My subscribers are watching.
Darnold. Pass complete to Addison. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Read my profile. Don't try, and I play with backups.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, set.
Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Darnold to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Throwing is Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Darnold. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Darnold. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on...